welcome back.
Hey, welcome back to episode 3.
Oh my goodness, we
Small
made
Talk
it.
the Pod.
It's really cooking now. You
I
guys are
don't,
loving
I
it.
don't think we said Small Talk the Pod even once last episode.
Oh my goodness, you're so right.
I don't think we said it at all.
Welcome back to Small Talk the Pod, the podcast you are listening to right now.
Heck yeah, who the heck are you?
Well, my name's Gabe Smallson. I'm half of Small Talk the Pod.
I'm Brooke Smalls, and I'm the other half of Small Talk the Pod. We're really making up for not mentioning our names or the podcast name.
I'm Gabe
At all.
Smallson. This is Small Talk the Pod.
I'm Brooke Smallson. This is Small Talk the Pod. Today, on Small Talk the Pod.
Boom. That clean slate. We can start normal now. All right.
But what is normal?
So when you think about normal in a society sense,
We live in a society, Richard.
yeah.
Um,
Silicon Valley gets another reference in Small Talk the Pod.
yet again, I'm a little frustrated
Uh-oh.
this episode.
Oh no. I think I know why.
Do you want to guess?
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh no. I have no idea. Sorry.
I just finished reading the book I was reading.
Oh my. Oh, I heard about this one.
I'm pissed off.
I'm
mad.
I'm less mad about a book I recently finished like a week
Yeah.
ago, but no, you
Oh.
I want to hear your thoughts.
I think this is gonna be a little booky to start with because
Because I heard hitting, I heard yelling. You called your best friend
I
from
did.
childhood.
to call my best friend. I called my best friend Talia, and to tell her I had finished this book that she was waiting for me to finish, I sent her a video of me punching the book
There we go.
in the cover.
Yeah.
Right in the cover. It was hardback. I
Ooh.
was serious about it.
And ice up the knuckles
Ugh,
after.
ugh. I just read a book called Fourth Wing, which maybe the nerds out there will recognize.
Is that like
Um,
West Wing, the
It's
TV
not
show?
at all,
No.
not even a little.
Okay, got
it's
it.
really big right now. It's a fantasy book. It's about dragons. I'm not typically a big fantasy reader, but this book was so much fun. It was 500 pages.
Oh wow,
The
that's like a
second
dictionary,
I
Brooke.
finished it. I woke up and I went straight to the bookstore and I bought the second book called Iron Flame, and I finished that today.
Okay.
Raged out about it.
Yeah.
There's no third book for me to buy yet.
Oh.
That's also why I'm furious. It
There
ended
we
in
go.
such a place that I am so angry. I won't spoil a book on
But
the
they
podcast.
set up the
This is not
sequel.
that kind of podcast.
The
yeah, I
third.
thought it was going to be a trilogy.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's 5 books. There's only 2 that exist right now. So now I'm going to read some other fantasy shit and see where that gets me. But
Is there like an estimated arrival date for this?
I actually don't know. I haven't looked into it that much. We just jumped right into filming.
Is it in
Still,
production?
I think so. I
Okay.
hope so. Miss Rebecca Yaros, please, please keep it moving.
Keep
I
those
got
hands
things to
tight,
figure
Finn.
out. I
Keep
gotta
that pen and paper
Oh god,
pennon.
she's writing it by hand. That's
Yeah.
why I haven't gotten it yet.
with a quill.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I kind of at the same time as angry as I am about the ending of this book. And the fact that I don't have a new one yet, I also kind of love that feeling of like when a book is so like
Yeah, that's
it
great.
really gets you and it makes all your feelings feel and
I was reading the other day and it's like, you know how ridiculous people look when they're just like staring at a smartphone, but like so many things could be
Yeah.
happening on that screen. Like
Mhm.
I was reading and then I had an out of body experience. Not really, but
Oh,
an
yeah?
experience where I was just kind of looking at myself, just looking at I have props. Just looking at this piece of paper, just like, and then I turn the page, and then it's just like, there weren't that many jokes,
Yeah.
but you get the point where
I
it's
thought
just
you
like,
were reading like a thriller.
but, no,
It's
I was reading a thriller. I did not laugh as much at that, but
not
oh
as
my,
funny.
it was, and she was also the author was also like a junior poet laureate.
Oh, that's awesome.
So like it would be like
Name
the
drop your
plot.
book. Go ahead.
It's called Night Crawling. It has an orange cover.
Fuck yeah. He keeps entering into his book era.
The way that I picked it out, I was very proud of it because I wanted there to be like some element of like randomness. Like this, there's a reason that I'm reading this book more than just like a recommendation from a friend. And I was at the bookstore, with my sister and my mother this famous bookstore trip that I keep talking about on camera.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, there's this many rows, there's this many columns of books. Like, okay, mom, you pick a number between 1 and 7, Brooke 1 and 8, and then the row and column combination that you guys chose with your numbers. I just saw it there. I'm like, okay, boom, this one looks good. And yeah, it was an incredible book, Night Crawling. Add me on Goodreads.
Oh
I'm gonna be a
God.
Goodreads
I'm
influencer.
so sorry. I keep
No,
clowning
no,
about
no.
this, but it is so
Well,
funny
I
to
had no
me.
idea. I had okay,
Okay.
yes. What am I
Gabe,
being clowned on?
Gabe tells me the other day. He goes, "Hey, by the way, like I downloaded this like book tracker app," and I go, "Oh, which one?" He's like, "It's called Goodreads." I was in the trenches of Goodreads
I thought it was just this little niche app.
forever. Oh my god! It literally like I had to explain that when we were younger, our mom used to always take us to the Festival of Books, the LA Times Festival of Books.
It was at like this really gorgeous campus,
Oh,
right?
was it? Gabe, which
Yeah,
one?
USC.
Okay, great. Where he goes to grad school.
Yeah, there we go.
So, we would go there and we would meet authors and go to talks and do all this stuff and signings and things. And I knew authors from Goodreads, and I had these books in my Goodreads when we were going to meet them at like 14, 15.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Ooh, those were
like
the
a
days.
decade.
More,
More
a little more.
than 14?
It's like what? Oh, I thought you meant you were 14
I was
for it.
14.
Okay. Like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was just
However
yeah.
many years ago it
It's
was.
I think it's from Narnia, the TikTok thing that's like, "Don't cite the deep magic to me, witch." I was there when it was written.
And I'm like, yeah, my girlfriend showed me this app. Like her sisters use it. There's a really horrible user interface. Sorry,
So
Goodreads.
funny.
I'll be your influencer, but I gotta be honest.
I mean, it's
It's
not-
buggy.
I know it's like the best app. It
No.
currently will not let me sign in, so I can't. I don't know why I'm like fighting so hard for her right now, but. I loved Goodreads back in the day.
Yeah.
There's a bookstore near us it's a new, used, and vintage bookstore, which I love so much, called the Open Book, and I get 90% of my books there now. But they have those blind date with a book books where they wrap them up and they just sort of give you like a brief description, but you can't see what the title or author is.
I've never done that, but I love that concept.
I love that. I think you would like it because you don't have to like choose. You just sort of like, oh, that sounds cool, and then you get it.
I just went through this whole intricate thing of like, all right, you pick the row number, you pick
So
the
they
columns.
do it for you.
Oh, awesome.
But their rule that they told me about is that all their books that they do for the blind date books have to be at least like a 3.5 rating on Goodreads.
Okay.
Yeah, like Goodreads
Wow.
is the source. The source.
I don't know if I
trying to
like
get
that.
info. I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool.
I always hated the concept of GPAs in high school. I just think it was so weird that like a bunch of different numbers like are categorizing 16-year-olds, like literal children, and just like, oh,
Right.
so you get to go to this institution that will heavily affect your future, and you don't because your number is like 0.2 lower than his number. And they also do extracurriculars and they run a charity on the side. And just stuff like that. Sorry, that really.
Charity on the side. Call him out, Gabe.
All right, yeah. So, no, you saying that the
I'm sorry that
blind
that
books.
3.5 was a
Yeah.
sensitive thing to hear.
3.5 triggered
I mean,
me.
you know, like how there's people who their whole thing is like writing Yelp reviews or like Google reviews.
I know
They're
those
just
people.
Like, I walked into the diner, not sure of what to expect, but hearing great things through the paper and word of mouth from my friends, I sat down in a cozy little booth and ordered what?
An Eggs
An
Benedict.
Eggs Benedict. The eggs, delicious, flowing over.
The Benedict, on the other hand, ass. Tasted like booty.
3 out of 5.
Yeah.
3.5.
Will be coming back. Was vibing with the waitress.
Anyway, like people
Yeah, no,
that
I
are
know.
like that about Yelp reviews.
Yeah.
They're like that with Goodreads reviews too.
Damn it.
There are people that write like novels in the Goodreads reviews.
That's
They
the right
write
place
their
to do
own-
it.
They write their own story, which is actually really funny. Like, imagine going to a Goodreads and being like, here's what I would have done retelling the story.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's also like authors that are active on Goodreads to like chat with people. There's like always these scandals where people will give their feedback and then authors reply like, "Sorry, you didn't get my book."
Yeah, I love that.
It's so funny. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
But I see what you mean. Like it is, you know.
if I was an author, I'd be all over Goodreads.
Oh yeah.
Just lurking, like Kevin Durant and his burner Twitter account.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Way to make it about sports.
Always. I've been doing it for too long.
Hey, it's fine. It makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no. That's
We
I
hit
don't
both
like
our
GPAs.
demographics.
All right, we got him on.
Oh,
We got him
yeah.
out of the way.
But yeah, I mean, it is a subjective rating, but you know, I feel like I can mostly trust people on Goodreads. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not, okay. That reminds me of another thing about school. Whereas Wikipedia can't be a credible source because other people can contribute to it.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't take away the validity of something because other people do it too. Like, it can only be a scholarly, trusted article. Like, that makes sense in some cases, but it's like, if I need to know quick facts, I'm going to Wikipedia. I'm going to find it.
You just use their sources.
Yeah.
That's the workaround.
Because it's not, who are the people that are contributing to Wikipedia?
Well, I'm pretty sure to contribute, you have to like cite your source.
Yeah.
Right, and it's peer reviewed, I would say.
Like it's a
Wikipedia
bunch of
peer
different
reviewed.
peers.
Yeah.
But I think I just have a problem with the education system. Maybe it's just that.
Tell us about it, grad school.
Yeah. Me currently benefiting off of it.
Yeah.
The education system in this country is a joke.
Man, I'm a credentialed
Yeah.
teacher, so
No, we
I'll-
love higher education
I'll
over
keep
here.
my,
Please.
thoughts and fake feelings to myself.
Yeah. Whoa. But like, you know what I mean.
Anyway,
It just-
So,
yeah.
tell me about your goal, if I can circle back to books. Tell me about your goal for the year with your reading.
15 books. Well,
Awesome.
okay, that's just the number, but through a different book, I have learned to not have these like crisp, finite goals and rather just objectives. Like instead of just I want to read 15 books, like I want to read more.
Yeah.
And that's great and
I
all.
love that.
But Goodreads does not have a more option
They do not.
for your 2024 challenge.
That's funny.
So I just did 15. 15 has been my number for like 2 or 3 years, and I
For books?
have yet to hit it. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I haven't hit it yet.
This will be the year.
I know it'll be I'm already
It'll
at
be the
2.
year. You're already at 2 and it's, what, February?
Yeah, maybe even 3 when this is released.
That would be incredible.
Yeah,
Oh, I name dropped the month.
it's fine.
I've destroyed the illusion of
Redacted.
of when things are being recorded.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, we stack
Art is
them.
a lie.
There's
Art
no
is a lie.
lie there. Yeah.
Art is a lie.
Art is a lie.
They'll
Nothing's
have no
real.
idea what we're doing when we're doing it.
Yeah. We've actually filmed all 6 episodes on the same day. We're very tired.
It's 2023 right now. We've been sitting on this for ages.
Oh my goodness. That's a good concept for a podcast.
What?
Film everything a year in advance.
Honestly, that would be pretty fun.
Just
And
different
then
current
release
events.
it when it like something sort of relevant happens.
Not even.
Not even.
Not even.
Not even. Hey, big topic in the news this week. What even happened in 2023? I was trying to make a joke and I can't.
Not
think of
enough
a
happened,
single
yeah.
thing that happened.
2023 was like, okay, we're pretty much back. We still have some kinks to work out, but like we're pretty much back. Like we just want things to be as normal as they can.
And then everyone was like, "Norm."
And everyone's like, wait a second, what
Normal.
about that submarine?
That was something.
Yeah.
See, so that's like us releasing an episode right now and being like, I know this is a hot topic right now, but
The submarine.
fucking submarine from last year.
You guys remember the submarine? It feels like a decade ago.
That shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
None of that should have occurred at all.
You know why that happened?
Rich people.
The higher education system
Gabe,
in this
I
country.
can't do that with you. I can't go.
Why do we
there
still have
with you right
GPAs?
now.
Why do we still have GPAs and standardized tests? I didn't have to take a test to get into my grad school program. Did you know that?
Did you not? No.
It was a no test
Did you have
requirement.
to- is that new?
I think it's a newer
You wrote
thing.
an essay?
I wrote a big paper about myself,
Okay.
which I think why use
Killed it,
why
I'm
use
sure.
numbers? Well, I'm here. I made it. Thank you. I made it.
You're arguing like numbers versus words.
Numbers versus words. I like that. Give them words. Because if
Give
I'm like a
words.
2.9 GPA high school student, but I'm a great writer, maybe I'm just
Yeah.
not as good as memorizing things as Mr. 3.8 GPA.
Yeah.
But
I mean, in teacher school, we learned about differentiation. So if a student isn't the best at multiple choice tests or they get really anxious doing something like
yeah.
that, give them like different options for showing what they know. You know?
Test taking anxiety.
Exactly.
Look
So
at that.
just a sit down test, multiple choice, short answer, whatever it is, like might not be the best way to see what your students actually know because not everyone works best that way.
Yep.
People work in so many different ways. You can maybe
Yeah.
writing an essay is your strong suit. Maybe it's making a project, building a model,
Building an app.
Building an app.
Kind of like what we do on this podcast.
Building apps.
Business tech, building apps.
I love it. It's a good recurring bit that this is a tech podcast.
Yeah.
I think one day we should just check the.
Can we categorize it as that?
Genre. You're getting a lot of angry comments, but that's okay. Welcome, techies.
Oh my, we should
We
just
started this off talking about fantasy novels.
we should find like the least contributed to genre in the podcast space, just a super obscure one, and then we categorize our podcast as that,
And then we'll be the number one
like folk music.
agriculture
Oh, agriculture podcast. I want to have some of them on.
Let's talk about corn real quick.
Yeah.
Let's talk about corn.
All right. So tell us. So you're a farmer. You grow. Oh.
Oh.
Oh my.
Um,
Okay.
what's
Well.
going on? What's going on over there?
All right. That's the end of that episode. All right. Maybe we're not doing agriculture.
like
Yeah.
Oh, you were gonna describe some vile
A farmer. I get. Yeah. Shout out to the farmers.
I have a friend who worked on the show Farmer Wants a Wife.
Oh wow.
Whenever she would talk about the one that the man, the individual she was working with, she would call him my farmer.
Oh no.
I thought it was so
Not my
funny. So when I spoke with my farmer, it's like my doctor, my pharmacist, my farmer.
My farmer. Yeah.
My farmer.
Oh, well, that could just be slang for pharmacist.
Farm.
Farmer.
Farmy.
My farmy.
You can mean your farmer, your pharmacist, your
Former farmer.
Ooh. How
Fut-
deep does it go?
There's way too many layers to it.
It's a lot. I don't think I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Anyway.
I guess not.
Maybe agriculture. We should look into what the least contributed podcast genre is.
And then we'll attack
And then,
that.
Find your niche.
That our niche is
It's
farming.
something we know nothing about.
Exactly.
We're two children from LA. I love saying that we're children.
Yeah.
I think that's so funny. I love
Two
calling
children in
Gabe,
our 20s.
I love calling Gabe my kid brother.
Yeah.
One, because it's hilarious and it sounds like an early 2000s Disney Channel movie. But also because, like, we're in our 20s.
I'll always be your kid brother, Brooke.
Thanks, man. For the audio only
Yeah.
fans, we just...
Yeah, we just
audio
fist bumped.
only- Whoa.
Whoa.
Redacted.
Audio only. So I'm taking off.
Oh, God.
Audio only fans could be good.
Gabe, you know that already exists. Something like...
I don't. That's why I'm making it a bit. I
No,
don't.
Gabe, audio porn exists. We can't go into this.
Oh, I need to know. I need to know everything about this.
Google it, my man.
No, I'm gonna have to clear my search history.
Can't
I'm
believe
gonna have to wash my ears out with soap.
Anyway, this is my kid brother, and I'm
Yeah.
not going to talk to him about audio porn anymore.
You're gonna tell your kid brother about audio porn? Boing.
We just come back and do that sound.
But no,
Sorry,
I'm
what
sure
were we talking about?
audio. I just to close that point. I'm now making the connection that there are impacted communities that would use that not for a bit on a podcast. So more power to
There you
them.
go. There you go.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Maybe that is the least contributed to genre of podcasts.
Okay. And maybe it should be contributed to more
Yeah.
from like a point of intersectionality.
The audio
Through a point of
erotic
accessibility.
podcast. Yeah. In terms of inclusion,
Yeah.
audio erotic podcasts of the future.
Yeah.
I got a veto. You guys watch Big Brother?
Vito.
veto that
I'm
right
going
now
to use the veto.
on
Power
myself.
veto on myself to
Obviously.
end this conversation. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that does remind me about Frankie Grande, Big Brother alumni,
Okay. Yeah.
and just famous siblings.
Yeah.
I've, I mean, with you as my sibling,
Yeah.
I've thought about being a famous person's sibling so often.
Wow, thank you.
I think that's the
Thank you.
dream.
I mean, what's it like?
It's
If
just
you can
like,
just go into it a little about me being famous and you being my sibling.
well, it's like let's look at, and we both adjusted our legs at the same time.
I liked
But
it. Sometimes we have to.
I feel like in this modern day,
Mhm.
oh no, my other foot's falling asleep now. I don't want to
Where
get
are
in your
your
space.
shoes?
Um,
That's fine.
we can cut that,
Yeah,
right?
that's fine.
We can cut that.
You don't want the audience to know about your footwear?
So famous siblings.
Right,
Oh, my
exactly.
mom's calling me.
No.
She
no.
did this during episode 1.
She
I remember.
constantly does it.
Is it gonna mess up with this angle?
I don't think it did the last time we did this.
It was just this kind of talk.
It was exactly
Okay.
this.
So famous
If
siblings.
Our mom would stop calling us while we're trying to build an empire.
Come on,
That
Ma.
would be great.
Famous siblings.
Yeah.
I think it's the dream because you get all the fruits with no labor.
All right.
Like you can
guess so.
just mooch. Or like you can do as much or as little with it as you want. I guess as much as the sibling allows,
Isn't
if
there
you
that
will.
show right now about like
Oh, there so
where
is.
they have like celebrity family members
I'd be so good at that
and
show.
they have to like guess who you're related to?
I feel like I can pick up on that. I can pick
Yeah.
up on that vibe.
Get on the show.
If your sister's famous, I know it.
I'll be able to know.
I'll be the judge of that.
I'll be the judge of if you're someone's famous cousin.
No, but it's just like Frankie Grande. He's the older sibling. How would that dynamic work? Older
The
sibling.
younger sibling is
The less
Yeah.
successful sibling is the older one. How would that work?
the less successful sibling is the
Because Frankie Grande, if he was an only child,
Yeah.
like Broadway, reality, an icon overall, I love
Yeah.
Frankie Grande.
I love the Frankie Grande.
But it's both a blessing and a curse that your sister is like the biggest pop star, a top 5 pop star in the
Yeah.
world. Top five.
Who are the top 5 pop stars in the world?
I think
just
right
for
now-
the audience.
Taylor Swift is number 1. That's just no. There's no argument there.
The Beyonce fans are gagged.
No, because you don't turn on a given sports event and see Beyonce everywhere. Again, not.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Oh, I
You
did.
watched that? We
Yeah.
watched it together.
She had like
She had
a commercial.
and then dropped 2 songs in the middle of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but who was the camera cutting to after every touchdown? It wasn't
I don't know if
Beyonce.
she's was Beyonce at the Super Bowl?
Wait, honestly, maybe. No, I'm talking about Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift,
Anyway.
just because
All right.
her. Okay, that's another dynamic we can go into after, like power couples who are both
Yeah.
celebrities. Taylor Swift is a megastar. Travis Kelce is a tight end.
I think he's also like very much a celebrity, though. I think
Sure.
of sports players, of athletes, I think that he has really broken into this, sort of dual citizenship of athlete and celebrity.
Because
Like he's in the world of like famous people, while also being in the world of sports. He's not just like name the most famous sport person you can think of.
LeBron James.
Okay, so LeBron James, like normies know him.
Right. Travis Kelce,
normies.
he's
know
getting
him.
there. Yeah. Because
I would even say before Taylor, like
well, before Taylor,
people kind of knew who he was still too, because he's just very handsome and charismatic.
well, he had a dating show before.
Yes.
So he
I
was
know
trying to
what
get
you're
in
talking
that world.
He
Travis Kelce had a dating
was.
show.
It's so funny. We should do more.
But yeah, no disrespect to them, of course. I mean, disrespect to the team Travis Kelce plays for, of course. We historically don't like each other. So Taylor Swift, let's go Taylor Swift, Beyonce. I gotta say this one, The Weeknd. He's huge.
pop
He's
star?
huge. Yeah. What genre is The Weeknd?
So. I'm thinking like pop princess.
Oh,
Like I'm thinking Mariah. I'm thinking
yeah.
Beyonce.
Oh no, I'm just
Taylor, I'm
thinking like numbers right now.
Ariana.
Ariana is 4. I'll give her 4. No, she's probably above The Weeknd. But in my heart, The Weeknd.
I love this girl gang you've crafted, and then also through
And Abel.
Abel.
Yeah.
And that's something you're able to do.
Oh, wow. And then let's throw another Canadian into the mix. Drizzy Drake.
Oh.
He's a pop star.
He
He carries himself like a pop star.
He carries himself like something.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we've mentioned him twice this episode.
He deserves it all.
Does he?
I want to be Drake in 8 years. I want to be washed up Drake.
Do you think
So
Drake is
badly.
washed up?
And I think if he's not considered that now, no, he's not. In 8 years, though, let's say 10. I'll give him 10 years.
We're gonna come back to this.
Drake's like 38.
Your like psychic prediction. 38.
No, isn't he 40?
Is he?
He's nearing his 40. No, I would know if he
Champagne
was
Papi?
40. Yeah. He's been running things for a while. But I want to be Drake when he's like 50.
Have you seen Zach Woods, the actor from The Office from Silicon Valley?
Yes.
He has a whole bit where he was talking about how him and Drake have beef.
Oh.
Have you seen that?
No.
So
Why?
now they have beef, and he's like, I was Champagne Papi first, and if you're not from the Champagne region of France, you're sparkling wine Papi, bitch.
That's so funny.
It was really good.
That's true.
I also tried to take that Instagram handle, and it was taken. Yeah. Sparkling wine Papi would be so funny. That's hilarious.
Oh, wow. Maybe you can spell
Maybe
champagne
like Chardonnay
phonetically.
Papi?
Like champagne with an S. Like champagne.
There's a Fall Out
Papi.
Boy song called Champagne for My Real Friends, Real Pain for My Sham Friends.
Yes, there is.
Banger.
Yeah, so
That's my first mention of Fall Out Boy on the podcast. Hey guys.
meanwhile Drake
Right
Drake
there.
is racking up
Drake,
free press
yeah.
from us.
And Fall Out Boy is now too. And
Yeah.
that's how it should be. We should always shout out
We promote
an
musicians.
R&B rapper star.
Mm-hmm. CeeLo Green.
and something emo.
Yeah.
I'm even wearing my Grave Boy today from Emo Night. So our camera just died briefly.
You said emo night.
I said Emo Night and then the camera turned off, which feels incredibly on brand.
Oh,
But
can I
then
wait?
Gabe asked if I had a plan for this, if I have had my puppet strings going, as if I'm some sort of evil mastermind. I appreciate it.
Am I wrong?
It feels like a compliment. I appreciate it.
It was more meant for that.
Thank you.
Um
You were saying?
Yes. Okay. The craziest thing happened a few nights ago. So I love my crystals. That we have some crystals here off camera. I'm a big crystal guy. That thanks to you, of course. I'm not like okay. My sister brought me into this world.
Yeah.
I don't claim to.
And I can take you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much like Goodreads, my sister was there first and well established there first.
Hashtag blueprint.
The hashtag blueprint.
Yeah.
If you will. So I okay, anyway, I keep a little like I keep like a chunk of rose quartz just in my room at all times. I travel with it. Sometimes if I'm doing work, like I'll leave it by the desk. But right now it was on the same surface where my TV is, and it's kind of like a shelf, little cubbies, and my Xbox is right beneath it. So it's Xbox, wood, my my rose quartz,
You're really painting a picture for it.
and the TV. I need everyone to know my setup. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to, I had my Xbox on. I'm playing Peggle, a great game, by the way. I'm playing Peggle. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to move to my desk now. And I pick up the rose quartz. Xbox turns off.
Spooky.
Super weird.
Spooky.
Like TV's still on, the Xbox remote is still on. It was sitting on my bed, but right like the second I lift up the rose quartz, and I made sure I'm like, did I trip over a cable? That I didn't do nothing. Yeah, I removed the quartz and the Xbox. I guess was vibing out to it.
Threw off its groove. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
love stuff like that.
I just wanted to. No, I hate stuff like that
Why
because
do you hate stuff like that?
well, the last time something like that happened, it was with a tennis ball can, a lot less spiritual than the crystal, and it was just a tennis ball can like sitting or standing, I guess, on my floor in my room, and I'm sleeping, and I just hear like a thud and then rolling. I'm like, what? And I look, and on its own, the tennis ball canister has fallen and started rolling under my bed, and I'm like, I gotta move out. And then I moved out of North Hollywood a year later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah, no, that one was weird.
Whoa.
Have you had better instances of this.
Of what, ghosts?
Of
or
ghosts?
energies
Yeah.
or things like that?
We could do a whole ghost episode.
We could.
Actually
You
were
know
talking
what?
about that.
We probably should. We were talking about ghosts today. Yeah, there have been some spooky things. Some spooky weird stuff. When I first bought this like chunk of the stone labradorite.
That's yours.
That's like my favorite stone. I started hearing about it everywhere. Like the week leading up to me buying it, I was working at Lush in San Francisco at the time, and we were all like big crystal girlies in the Lush. And I remember my boss like mentioned it to me, and then like maybe a few days later, someone else just randomly brought it up, and then a few days later, I saw someone with a ring, and I was like, "Oh, that's so beautiful! What stone is that?" They're like, "Oh, it's labradorite."
There it is.
Like, wow, that's crazy. I get back to work a few days after, and in my handwriting, I have no memory of this, but I had labradorite written in like a notebook that I had at work.
Oh.
Like in some training paperwork I had it just written there, and I was like, "Whoa."
And training paperwork.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Very strange. And so I went out and immediately bought some labradorite because it just kept popping up. And I told the lady at the crystal place that, and she was like, "Oh, yeah. Then I'm glad you came to get some." And I was like as if that was so normal. I was
She's
like,
yeah, you're the third person who has told me that.
I love saying something that sounds insane, and someone's just like, "Yeah, oh, totally."
But it's
I
also
get that.
on a nicer note, and maybe we can kind of ease out of this episode with this.
Mm-hmm.
Saying something insane to someone who can relate and who can calmly collect that information.
Absolutely the best.
That's if I have one lesson for our audience, to find people in your life who you can tell them the most deranged, crazy shit, and they will still greet you with support and understanding, and just
Amen.
Oh yeah, okay,
That's beautiful.
like that lady at the crystal store.
I love that.
I got my tiger's eye right. I put it back in my pocket. It fell out. Yeah, I got my tiger's eye is my my crystal of choice.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah,
Damn.
this was a good one. I hope you guys think the same. Damn,
Us to ourselves, we killed it.
it's great.
Did we kill this?
I think we. Well,
we
to
might have killed.
I hope to those watching and listening, you are getting entertainment out of it because selfishly, this is for us.
This is super.
We're having the best time
I
doing
love
this
it. We've
and
talked
making
about doing
this.
forever.
And now it's like we're 3 episodes in. I'm
We're
probably going to film a 4th later today.
We're grooving. I mean,
We're not filming a 4th later today.
We're not filming a fourth today. It's too much. It's too much content.
Yeah.
My head will explode.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how the viewers feel.
Well, Brooke, this has been great. This has been so much fun.
It's awesome. And I'm so sorry. What has this? This has been what again?
Small talk, vepid. Oh, the pod. I see.
Pod.
The pod. Small talk, the pod.
I'm Brooke Smallson.
And I'm Gabe Smallson. You can find me on Instagram at swaggy_G_1.
You can find me at countrybears_official.
We don't take it serious.
First Instagram drop. That's
Yeah,
great.
we should put them on the
Or
screen.
At Small Talk the Pod.
Yes.
Small Talk the Pod.
Any like underscores or spaces or
None.
dashes?
None.
At Small Talk the Pod. Yeah, follow us on Instagram if you're not already.
There's little clips and things.
Little
fun.
clips, maybe a
Ask
picture
us
of our
things,
set.
Maybe we'll talk about it.
Oh, Q&A.
Episode. I'd love to do a Q&A.
Oh, that okay. Yeah, let's do some Q&A.
I used to watch a YouTuber who called Q&A a quanda. He called it quanda.
Okay.
Q and A. If you read it straight through.
Q&A.
Quanda.
I like that.
It's good, right?
No you though.
No, you though. But you know what? We'll allow it.
Well, we can't do a Q&A without you.
Oh, there it is. Wow. We'll see you next time.
Oh my
Thanks.
goodness. I love when we plan bits live on air.
Oh,
That's
so
my favorite
good.
thing.
All right.
And scene.
Amazing.